Good morning, Nekobat here. Just got back from my sister's, my mom says it's her place, a little while ago. And I decided I would go ahead and accept Queenie Todd's tag of small YouTuber tag. I believe I did this a while back when I saw it from another YouTuber, but I'll do it again just in case, because it was probably last year. Okay, and there's 7 questions, and I'll answer the best that I can. The first one is, why did you make a YouTube channel? Well, originally I made YouTube channels, and it's been, my younger son and I had started watching YouTube back when he was in his early teens for something to do, to watch, like I said, anime music videos and other videos, and just do things like that and just have fun with it. And over the years, like a lot of people do, you kind of not watch it for a while, and then you're not sure if it's still there. And I think they do sometimes, or they used to, I think, get deleted if you weren't using them. So I had a couple come and go, and the last one I had one 5 years ago when I was with my last relationship, and I basically didn't delete that channel, but I just don't use it, and it's probably still out there floating somewhere. And then I decided to start a new one after that. So this is about probably my 4th channel, but this is the first time I actually started making content was last year, because, like I said, one of my Facebook friends that I made friends with in one of the Hoovian groups. I had sent him a picture of myself wearing my gray t-shirt with the bats on it and my Todd skirt that I had gotten at Goodwill, and I was so proud of the way I looked. It's like, and he, like I told you guys, he said, why don't you should model? I'm like, why don't I make a channel? And at the time I said, well, how about I call it Cat Bat Geeky Goth on a Budget, and just model goth clothes that I got like a thrift store. Pardon the fact that my head looks so big right now. It's just the way I'm leaning toward the camera, I guess. Anyway, so basically I just answered question 1 and question 2 at the same time. Where do I see the channel in 5 years? Well, I'm 56 now. 5 years I'll be 61, and like a lot of people, I'm going to have to answer what most people answer. I really don't know. Because do we even know, not to be negative, but how do we know that YouTube's going to be around in 5 years? I mean, there was social media before MySpace, whose names I can't even remember. They look like a giant sheet of paper, and you interact with people in little chat. It's like kind of like a MMORPG or whatever you call it, kind of setting where you had big blog pages. You were literally writing pages of blogs. They weren't blogs at the time, they were blogging, and you could chat with people in speech bubbles or whatever, kind of like texting, before texting, or well, about the same time. So we did that for a while, and then we both, we got into MySpace, and then Facebook, and there was something pop. I don't know. There was one that I got into. A bunch of us who were fans of Villa Valve, and he had gotten into a side social media. It didn't last very long. A bunch of us jumped on the bandwagon for that, and I honestly don't remember what it was called. So they do disappear. I mean, you don't know. So the one I'm mentioning that I can't remember the name of anymore disappeared. MySpace basically is probably gone. You've got other ones, people talk about Vivo or whatever, and IMVU, that one might still be there. But they come and go. And YouTube's lasted this long, so I would imagine probably out of all of them, it will probably outlive Facebook probably even. Because Facebook is, they've got Instagram too, and a lot more people are on Instagram, I think, than they are Facebook. So you don't know. I don't know in 5 years where it'll be. I'll be 61. Hopefully I won't be in this apartment. Hopefully I'll have a house and be on my way to comfortably retiring. You don't know. So basically, in a nutshell, I don't know where I'll be with this channel in 5 years. Everything willing, maybe I'll still be making content. Hopefully it'll be better by then if I am. Because I'll have a house and I'll have a lot more DIYs to show you. Things that I had posted when I had my face was doing most of this stuff on Facebook. Like the cabinets that I had painted black, like I showed you in the living room. My goal was to do a whole kitchen like that. So hopefully, yes, in 5 years, if YouTube's still here, hopefully I will have a house and you'll see more of that and better. The message I'm trying to get across in my videos, I guess there really isn't a whole lot of a message except for the fact that you can be darkly inclined / goth, however you see yourself, and still not have to spend a lot of money. And I think this might be dying. Let me just plug you in here. There, let's give that a boost. It's also raining outside, so I thought I would give the phone a boost and plug it in just in case the power goes out. And I keep this short too because my kitchen does not have GFCIs, nor do I have any search countries in this kitchen. So it's been raining and thundering since yesterday afternoon, late afternoon, early evening. So short and stuff. Anyway, that's the message I've been trying to get across, that you can do dark, creepy things on a budget. It doesn't cost a lot of money. Like I said, I painted. That was lag time. I had to do with the weather. I had like 2 black jars of paint, that craft paint from Michael's, and 2 jars of purple. And you saw what I did with 4 jars of paint. 4 jars of paint. So basically, you can do that sort of thing, like what Dre Renee and Queenie Black do, for a lot less money, because that paint goes a long ways. I'm not paid to endorse them, of course, but hey, if they would pay me, I would endorse the heck out of them. So yes, you can do a lot with a little bit of money. And yeah, I've got a dollar store pumpkin in my kitchen. I know it's not high goth, it's not high design. I had originally tried to do more of a high design on a low budget, but I'm a goofball, face it. Hence the black cat candy jar in my kitchen with essential oils. In his mouth, he's got a mouthful of jars. I've got a plastic cauldron in the dollar store in my bathroom to put some of my bath products in. So I like high design, but I'm not there yet. I can't afford the high design, so I just go with what I like. I'm a geek, so I've got the Halloween, I've got some Doctor Who, fairies, witches, bats, you name it. And you can do all of it for almost very little money, and that's basically, to wrap it all up, that's what I'm saying. You can do those kind of things on a low income and a low budget. So that's the message I'm trying to get across. And you can have fun, And I do some variety things as well. Like I do the beer tastings and the wine tastings, and sometimes I do imported snacks like other people do. I try to find other things that are different from other channels, or at least put a different spin on what other people do. So basically, that's a long, drawn-out answer. Question 5, do people from school find my channel? I am no longer in school. I'm 56. Most days I don't look it. Some days I do, but I'm no longer in school. Do people at work find it? I don't know. I don't know that they even try. And it's on them. They can look for me, or they don't have to look for me. It's up to them. So I really don't know. That question does not really apply to me. Neko bat, well, okay, I originally had gone, like I said, with cat bat, because a lot of people have the little pictures of the kitten with the bat wings, and it's so freaking it over. It's like, yeah, cat bat. That's like I said at the beginning of this. A cat bat, or a bat cat, a lot of people, and I didn't realize how many people had that thought in their head, because I looked it up later, and there's like 20, 30 people. Maybe not that many. I'm sorry, I apologize for the hyperbole. I'm trying. In this decade, hyperbole is a bad thing, so those of us who tend to go from depressingly quiet to ridiculously exuberant have to throttle way back on that, because reasons that I will not mention. Anyway, there's a lot of people that have that because it sounds cute. So I thought, okay, how can I change it without changing it much? So then I thought, well, let's go. I also like anime. Anybody who's ever, if you find some of my old YouTube channels, they're still lurking around, the ones that I used to play, just watch videos. I'm sure most of the AMVs have been deleted because the users are no longer on or whatever, or they've copyright. Probably a lot of them have been deleted due to copyright. But I like anime. And neko is the Japanese word for cat. So I thought, okay, I'll change it, but only slightly. I'll go back, and like I said, when I was into playing games on PlayStation Network and on my PlayStation 3, my gamer tag was Nekoshinda, which is probably backwards grammar, because it's cat and death, or to die, the cat of death, or death by cat. I'm basically I was trying to come up with this really funny, silly ninja kind of nickname. So I like the name Neko, so I stuck with Neko, and then I had Neko Bat. I'm not Japanese, so I wouldn't feel right about going with full Japanese with that, which would be Neko Komori. So we're not going to go that far. And that's too hard to pronounce for most people anyway. So that's the reason, that's what it means, just cat and a bat. The funny, comical, spooky yet cute image of a fluffy cat with enormous bat wings. That's why. I like the name. I thought it was kind of cute, kind of catchy. And my favorite small YouTuber, I really don't have a favorite. The first ones I first started watching when I started watching more goth channels on YouTube. Small. Ugh. Crazy Girl Flutterick and Chelsea Horton we subscribed to each other's channels, and I do like to watch theirs from time to time, especially Crazy Girl. She's hilarious. Her sense of humor is funny. I hope if she decides to stay with it, I hope she goes a long ways. Chelsea does good reviews of music videos, so she's got, it's promising. So they're two of my favorite really tiny ones, but my most favorite, I don't have a most favorite, but I would say Dee the Dark Queen. I think she's had several different names for hers. Dee Finch. Currently, I believe she's going by Dark Queen, and she's still one of the ones that's still fairly small. And I love to watch her channel because she's not afraid to speak out and combat issues and just show you her life. She shares herself with you guys, and to me that probably makes her my most favorite small. And then there are other ones. I love a lot of YouTube channels. I have a hard time picking favorites, but if I had to pick one that had a fairly good following but isn't huge yet, would be Dark Queen. And then that's pretty much it. But I also like Queenie Todd, and Queenie Black is huge. Skullgirdle's getting huge. I like them as well. But as far as ones that haven't blown up big yet, I would say Dee Finch, Dark Queen. And that's all I can think of for right now. It's been 13 minutes, and I'm going to pass the tag on. Any small YouTubers watching this video, as soon as I put it up, I tag you. Take the small YouTuber tag, and let's all see how each other answers these. Again, I've been up officially since 6 o'clock this morning. I've been up, and I was awake before then, but I finally got out of bed. I'm going to get up and come back to my apartment, and my humble abode, and get some housework done. So I'm not all the way awake yet. So anyway, keep it dark, keep it weird. I'm looking forward to seeing your guys's videos for these as well. Don't drag and drive, especially since it's raining. This is freaky weather we're having, like thunderstorms here, flooding, flash floods here, flash floods, all tropical storms up and down the East Coast. So everybody stay safe, and everybody let each other know that you're okay. Okay. If you're on the East Coast and you have friends in other parts of the country or family members, stay in contact. And also the people in Hawaii, they're still having some problems there as well. Please let everyone know that you're okay. Our thoughts and prayers are with you guys. And stay safe. Also, above all, stay safe. And have a happy Halloween season. Keep the Halloween coming. And I love all of you guys. Goodbye now.